Hi. Do you know about yourself? Do you think others know about you? Welcome to my channel. Today my topic is very interesting. It is called Johari Window. Have you heard about the concept Johari Window? Johari Window is a concept developed by two psychologists, Joseph Luft and Harrington Ingham. The first two letters of their first name are used to name the model Johari. Joe from Joseph and Harry from Harrington. Now what does this model talk about? This model was designed to understand the relationships that one shares with himself, the interpersonal relationships, as well as with others. Now this model is divided into four quadrants or four panes, which represents the four relationship patterns or types that one have with himself and with others. Now what are these four quadrants? We will go one by one to understand each of these quadrants and how important it is to understand why we need to position ourselves in these quadrants. The first quadrant is called open area. Open area means things which you know about yourself and which others know about you. So, for example, behavior, skills, attitude, knowledge, these are some areas which you might know about yourself as well as others who are working with you in a team or who are around your circle knows about you. The second quadrant is blind area. So, what is blind area? The second quadrant represents things about yourself which you are not aware of but others are aware of about you. For example, any kind of a behavioral pattern. Maybe you might be a great listener but you were not aware of it until someone points it out to you. It can also represent deep issues such as anger related issues or behavior related issues or insecurity related issues or competence related issues. The third quadrant is hidden area. Hidden area represents things which you know about yourself and others don't know about you, as in you have kept it hidden from others. For example, you will not be sharing any private thoughts, feelings or information about yourself with your office colleagues or people who you are interacting on a public basis and not on a personal basis. Even in cases of personal relationships, there might be informations about you which you might not share with everyone. The fourth quadrant is unknown area. Unknown area represents things which you don't know about yourself, neither do others know about you. For example, you might have the capability of public speaking, but you were not aware of it until you had that opportunity where you were forced to go up on stage and speak. And then you kind of discovered that you have this ability to be a very good public speaker. So now the question is, can the size of these quadrants change? Yes, the size of these quadrants can change. How? Let's say for example, something that you were not aware of yourself, which was in the blind side, and now you are aware of it, or someone has disclosed that you have these kind of behavioral traits or skills. Now that you are aware of, this moves into the open area where both you and the other person has discovered these traits about you. So the size of the blind quadrant will decrease. On the other hand, let's say if you start discovering things about yourself or skills, your talent or potential, so your unknown area starts decreasing. Similarly, if you start opening up yourself or start talking about yourself or telling things about yourself, sharing things about yourself with others, then in that case your hidden area starts decreasing. So our main aim or the objective of holding this kind of a test or understanding about ourselves is to broaden the open area so that we are aware of ourselves as well as people are aware about us. Now you might ask, why do we want to do these tests? What are the benefits of doing a Johari window? Personally, to do a Johari window, you tend to discover your strengths, weaknesses, your behavioral patterns, your skills, your potentiality, some which you are aware of, some which you are not aware of. You open up your communication pattern, as in people start knowing you, you start to interact with people, your communication increases, your teamwork increases with your colleague, your team dynamics increases. Teams can use these information to work collaboratively and cohesively with each other without any kind of disputes within the team or amongst yourself. So now the question is there any limitation to this model? Yes, every model has its strength as well as limitations. Just like this helps you understand about yourself, it also helps your colleagues, team members, people around you to understand about you. It also has some limitations where you are opening up your personal life or personal information to others. So everyone might not be very comfortable opening up about their personal information to others. Secondly, this model speaks about being very open and authentic, as in completely transparent about yourself to understand truly in which quadrant you fit in or which is the broader quadrant for you. Now sometimes during office or when you are interacting with office colleagues in an office setup or a professional setup for that matter, you might not always be very open, or you might not show your authentic or genuine self, because at that point in time people have the mindset of fitting in no matter what. So the authenticity does not come through always. Another criticism is that it oversimplifies the model, as in there are these 4 quadrants where people are trying to fit into these 4 quadrants. Nevertheless, it is a widely accepted model and it is a very popular model to improve interpersonal relationships as well as self-awareness. Now you might ask, how do we take this test or where do we take this test? Well, the first way that you can take this test is you can either start by adding 10 to 12 adjectives, skills, knowledge, behavioral patterns, personality traits about yourself in the first quadrant, which is the open area. So it could be things like kindness, helpful, joyful, cheerful, extroverted, and you can keep on adding adjectives to that. People who are dedicated can write dedicated, fixed mindset, flexible, anything that you want you can write in the first quadrant, which is the open area. Now you can give it to your colleagues to encircle. Let them encircle the areas. The ones which they encircle, you can keep them in the open area, and the ones which are not encircled, you can move them into the hidden area. Why? Because those are the things which you have identified and they are not aware of it. So which means it goes to the hidden area. Then you can ask your colleagues to write something that they feel about you, adjectives, behavioral patterns, skill sets, trends, traits about you, to the blind side, which is the second quadrant. So open area, blind side, hidden area and unknown area. Open area, blind side, hidden area and unknown area. So you can ask them to write those things which they feel about you in the blind area. After they have written, you can start encircling things which are not aware to you. You can ask them to write about you, what is their perception about you in the blind area. After they have written those in the blind area, you can encircle whatever is whatever you are aware of. You can move them to the open area. The rest which are not circled can be in the blind area. So which means now you have information about yourself, what others think about you, and what others don't know about you. As far as the unknown area is concerned, you can write things like you wonder why you are not able to meet your deadlines, or you wonder why certain situations make you angry. So those are the areas which you are not aware of, unknown. And then maybe you can go through different exercises to find out, or self-introspection to find out why these are the areas which are of concern. In case you feel that this activity is a little bit of a constraint to you. Maybe you are not working in an office setup, maybe you do not want to do this exercise with your colleagues voluntarily, then in that case there are different kinds of online tests. You can go search the web, take out an online test, you can do those tests, or you can come back to my page and I will attach a test for you so that it becomes easier for you to take the test on your own and identify yourself in the quadrants. So remember, the purpose of doing a Johari window is to understand about yourself, increase your open area so that you are aware of yourself and others are aware of you, so that it opens a proper communication channel for you. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Come back for more such videos, and you can always interact with me over here or on my Insta page at Vipassana Mind. Thank you.